everyone. I'm Megha from Danta Infotech Private Limited and I'm here to discuss about all the topics related to English grammar of class 9th and 10th based on CBSE pattern. So today we are going to discuss about the topic tenses. Tenses ये एक ऐसा topic है जो सबको tension में डाल देता है. So we are ready to begin. Tenses. Here I'm not going to give you any definition because it's not going to come in your examination. So here shortly we will see what is tense. The transformation of verb according to time is called tense, which means verb यानी हमारा action जो भी काम हम लोग करते हैं वो समय के साथ अपने आप को किस तरीके से बदलता है वो होता है tense. In short form, tense tell us about the time and the state of the action being done. State यहाँ पे वो MPUP वाला state नहीं और ना ही यहाँ पे liquid, gas और solid वाला state. यहाँ state means the condition, in the condition in which the action is being done, and the time. As you can see, the time can be classified into three types: then, now, and later. Means past tense, present tense, and future tense. We can classify past tense in four subdivisions: simple past, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous. The same present tense can also be classified into four subdivisions: simple present, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous. The same thing we can do with the future tense also: simple future, future continuous, future perfect, and future perfect continuous tense. So we will be dealing with all 12 kinds of tenses one by one. So before we start the structure, we should see some abbreviations used in this video. Like for subject we'll be using capital S, for object we'll be using capital O, for the first form of verb means V1 for the first form of verb, V2 for the second form of verb, and V3 for the third form of verb. So we should move on the next slide. Here we will have a quick view on the structure of each and every tenses. So as we have already read in our junior classes, so we won't waste most of our time in the structure, but then also we will revise a little bit, because as we know that practice makes a man perfect and revision makes practice perfect. So first is simple present. Subject plus V1 plus object. Simple present basically denotes about the habit or the facts. Like Rohan writes English well. It's the ability of Rohan to write English well. No one can change it. So the structure of simple present is subject plus V1 plus object. So the structure of present continuous tense is subject plus is MR plus V1 plus ing plus object. So I am reading a letter from my parents. Means I have started reading a letter which is still continuing and no one knows, even I don't know till when I'll read it. So we will move on to the next tense. Present perfect tense. Present perfect tense means the action which was started before few minutes or some time and just now it has been completed at the point I have said about it. So the structure of present perfect tense is subject plus has have plus V3 plus object. V3 is third form of verb, means past participle. So we will move on the next slide. So here we can see the fourth form of tense means present perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense states that the action was taking place some moment before in the past and still it's being continued now. So the structure is subject plus has have plus been plus V1 plus ing plus for or since plus object. So we will quickly move on the simple past. Simple past means shows that the action was taking place somewhere in the past itself and it has been completed. So the structure is subject plus V2 plus object. So we will move on. The sixth part is past continuous tense. Past continuous tense shows that the action was in the progress in past and still presently it's being continued. So the structure is subject plus was, were plus V1 plus ing plus object. So we'll move on to the next slide. Past perfect tense. It shows that the action which was started in the past has already completed before another action has started. So the structure is subject plus had plus V3 plus object. V3 is the past participle. So we will move on the next form of tense. Past perfect continuous tense. Past perfect continuous tense shows that the action was in the progress when another action has just begun. So we should see the structure. Subject plus had plus been plus V1 plus ing plus since or for plus object. So we will move on a simple future. Simple future shows that the action will happen somewhere in the future. We don't know when it will happen, but it will happen in future. So we will see the structure. Subject plus will be or shall be plus V1 plus ing plus object. So we will move on the next slide. Our next tense is future continuous tense. It shows that the action will be continuing in the future. So the structure is subject plus will be or shall be plus V1 plus ing plus object. So the next tense is future perfect continuous tense. Future perfect continuous tense just shows that the action will be completed sometime in the future. So the structure is subject plus will, shall plus have plus V3 plus object. And the last, the 12th one is future perfect continuous tense. It's same as a simple future, means some of the action will be starting in future and it will somehow end in future. But we don't know when it will start and when it will end. It's not confirmed. So the structure is subject plus will, shall plus have been plus V1 plus ing plus since or for plus object. So after revising all 12 type of tenses, we will move on the practice set. Here I have taken 10 questions which we will be doing it together. Before we start solving the practice set, I'll suggest you to pause the video for 2 minutes and try to solve it by yourself. So we will start with the question number 1. I have not seen him since 10 years. First of all, we will distinguish between since and for. For we use for the duration or the span of time, like 10 years or few days. And since we use for the point of time, like the particular date, month or year. So here the mistake is since. It will be for. So we will move on to question number 2. Gauri told me his name after he left. Here we can see that two actions are being performed in the past. So whenever this situation happens, first condition should be in past, simple past, and the second should be in past perfect. So here the mistake is Gauri told me his name after he left. It will be after he had left. Now we will move on question number 3. Although I am playing cricket for more than 2 years, I have not been able to score a century. We can see that the first part of the sentence is in present continuous tense and the second part is in present perfect continuous tense. So the mistake is I am playing. Here is a mistake. It will be I have been playing. So the correct sentence will be although I have been playing cricket for more than 2 years, I have not been able to score a century. So next question. He did not knew that I was standing behind him. First of all, we should know this condition that whenever in a sentence did is present, did or did not is present, we will always take the first form of verb. So here it will be no, not knew. So the correct sentence is he did not know that I was standing behind him. Now we will move on to question number 5. Old age had begun to catch up with him. So this sentence is in past perfect tense. So as we will think of the structure will be subject plus had plus V3 plus object. So the third form of begin is begun, not began. Began is the second form of verb. So the correct sentence will be old age had begun to catch up with him. Now we will move on the next question. Radha has passed the examination 2 years ago. Here we can see that 2 years ago the past time has been mentioned. So the sentence should be in simple past. Means Radha passed the examination 2 years ago. Then we will move on the seventh question. Since he joined this post, he did not take any bribe. So here you can see the since word is used, and after since the simple past is used. So in this condition, the second part of the sentence should always be in present perfect. This is a kind of rule which we should always remember it. Some rules are there which we have to remember, like in this case, after since if simple past is used, then the second part of the sentence will be in present perfect. So the here mistake is did not. So the correct sentence will be, since he joined this post, he has not taken any bribe. Really? So okay. We will move on the next question. He has completed 5 chapters by the end of this vacation. So in this one, the vacation is already going on and it has not been completed yet. So the person is still on the vacation, and we have used the present perfect tense in this. So it is wrong over there. The sentence is in future tense. So here we will use future perfect tense, not the present perfect. So the mistake is has completed. So the correct sentence is he will have completed 5 chapters by the end of this vacation. We will move on the ninth question. The teacher has took the responsibility. Here in this sentence we can see the sentence is in present perfect tense. So as per the rule says, in present perfect has plus V3 will be there, means third form of the verb. So the mistake is here took. The teacher has taken the responsibility, not took the responsibility. Okay. So the last question, hope you will be happy. This TV serial is going for 3 years. We can see that the sentence is in simple present and here for is used. So it seems that the sentence is in present perfect continuous. So here it will be, this TV serial has been going on for 3 years. The mistake was is going. Is going we will use only for continuous tense. Present continuous tense we will use is going. But the sentence is in present perfect continuous tense because here for is used and the span of time is given. So friends, hope you like this video. In the next video, we'll be dealing with another topic of the English grammar. Thank you.